Hello everyone. Before we begin, I need to tell you something. Everything you're about to hear is true. Some of it's been rewritten, some of it's been condensed, some conversations never happened exactly like this. Every feeling did. In this show, I'm going to perform my experience of living with fibromyalgia. And that's strange, because chronic illness already asks you to perform being okay, to perform being grateful, to perform being in pain, just enough for people to believe you, but not so much that it makes people uncomfortable. And maybe as you watch, you'll recognize something, a moment, a habit, a way of carrying yourself that you've done to, or seen, or judged. And if that happens, that's all right. This isn't a show about blame, it's a show about survival, about the roles people with fibromyalgia learn to play. Because the world too often decides that our illness isn't real, unless we perform it convincingly. Which means right now, I'm performing a performance that I've already been giving for years, and you're all part of it now. Because every day someone's watching. A stranger, a doctor, an employer, someone in the queue behind me, someone deciding whether I look tired or lazy, someone deciding whether they're seeing a struggle or a story they don't quite believe, someone deciding how much of me feels inconvenient or how much of me feels real. In today's performance, that's you. You don't have to say anything, you don't have to make a decision, don't worry. But you will watch. And whether you realise it or not, you'll spend the next 40 minutes doing exactly what I prepared everyone to do, trying to decide whether you believe me. So, watch closely, because if I perform this well enough, maybe you'll finally see it. Or maybe you'll just think I look fine.
They're watching you.
The doctors told me to keep track of my thoughts, to record a sleep log, to keep track of my thoughts, of my symptoms, of when I'm staying awake. So here we are. Fibromyalgia log night 842 or 843. I lost count somewhere around Christmas, and honestly, keeping track of something that happens at random isn't easy. I'm awake again, no alarm, no reason. Just my body deciding now is the time.
You weren't really asleep anyway. You were just pretending.
Tired, aching, heavy places I didn't know could hold weight. And I need a pee.
You should have gone before you started.
So I dragged myself out of bed like a zombie with a deadline. Half human, half hurt. Fully aware that this is the moment that ruins the night.
You're being dramatic.
Because I know I won't get back to sleep. Too many thoughts, too much noise for a room this quiet. Too much pain for a body that's meant to be resting. The ache in my knees, my ankles, familiar like an old friend that never learned how to leave.
You're used to it.
I'm used to it. That's the worst part.
Then stop complaining.
But used to it doesn't mean it hurts less. It just means that I've learned how to survive it. But tonight feels like someone's drilling into my bones. Slow, deliberate. Like they've got nowhere else to be.
Stay still.
And I'm lying here thinking, is this it? Is this normal now?
This is normal. This is you. This is it.
Dry eyes, back pain, aching fingers, even stillness hurts. And there it is, a headache starting to bloom at the base of my skull.
It's starting. It's starting. It's starting.
Spreading slowly like you're settling in for the night too. Every morning I audition for the role of someone whose body works. Watch. Roll 1. I'm fine. Morning. Bit tired. Need another coffee. Can't complain though. I'm fine. Cut! Roll 2. Employee. Morning. What can I get for you today? How are you? I'm good, thanks. Busy today. Living the dream. The whole time, my knees are aching. My hands can't grip the tray. My back has decided it's done for the day. But the customers didn't order the invisible special. Cut! Roll 3. Friend. Yeah, I'm really excited to go out tonight. Yeah, I'm just getting ready now. Where are we going again? We're having a party. But disabled people don't make plans. We make predictions. Predictions about pain, predictions about fatigue, predictions about whether our own body's going to cooperate today.
Don't cancel again. They'll stop asking you.
Cut! Roll 4. Student. Yeah, just finishing the show now. It's going great. I'm just in performance and rehearsals actually. Yeah. The whole time, I'm stitching scenes together between flare-ups, writing scenes and words with pens that won't grip pens. Pens that won't grip pens? Pens that won't grip. Yeah, pens that won't grip pens. You get it. Pretending the process was smooth, creative, inspiring, instead of slow, painful, and full of days when nothing happened because my body said no. Cut. Roll 5. Normal person. Normal person. Well, the thing is, I've been performing that role for so long now that I don't know what a normal person is anymore. And well, normal was never built for bodies like mine and mind.
You look fine. You see? You're functioning.
Functioning. That's an interesting word because functioning doesn't mean healthy. It means convincing. Convincing enough to keep your job, convincing enough to keep your friends, convincing enough to avoid awkward conversations, convincing enough that no one notices how much this performance actually costs, but eventually the performance ends. There's nothing left. No energy to cook, no energy to think. Most days I'm feeling useless. I ask my girlfriend to cook, or I order a takeaway. And I end up right back here, my bed, the place I spend all day trying to convince people I don't need. Which is ironic, because even here I'm still performing, trying to find a comfortable position, trying to rest, trying to sleep, trying to be ready to perform it all again tomorrow. Tell me, did I look convincing?
Morning. Did you sleep okay? Hey, we've got to remember.
I don't think people realise the guilt that comes with living with chronic pain.
Don't start with the pain.
There's no rush. Get up when you're ready.
I want to go out. That's the thing. I want to have a normal day. I want my relationship to feel easy.
Don't make today about you.
Do you want to go grab coffee? There's no pressure.
And there it is. That immediate panic. That immediate calculation. How much energy do I have? How much pain can I hide? How long before my body starts shutting down?
She already knows she's going to cancel.
So I do what I always do. Perform the roll. Straighten my back. Force movement into my legs. Pretend I'm not counting every step. Leave the house. Walk there. Stand in the queue. Find somewhere to sit. Smile. Concentrate. Laugh when appropriate.
Much better.
Try not to rub my knees. Try not to stretch my back. Try not to look for the nearest exit. 20 minutes later, I'm Googling where's the nearest toilet because the one in the coffee shop is locked and apparently I don't look disabled.
Tom, are you okay?
You're ruining the day.
Well, that's another dangerous question because, now I'm performing honesty. Yeah, just a little tired, not I feel like my joints are full of broken glass, not I've been counting the minutes until we can leave, not I'm already thinking about tomorrow's pain, just a little tired. And here's the thing, she isn't disappointed, she isn't angry, she isn't keeping score, I am. Because every cancelled plan, I count. Every nap, I count. Every takeaway instead of cooking, every maybe next weekend, every time she waits while I recover from trying to have a life.
She's carrying you. You're holding her back. She can do better.
Fibromyalgia doesn't just change how I move, it changes how I think everyone sees me. You watch me perform being awake, perform being healthy, perform functioning. Now you've watched me perform being a good boyfriend. Tell me, which version did you believe?
Tom, come here.
Sometimes the cruelest voices in the room isn't the one speaking, it's the one translating love into guilt.
You're lazy. She's waiting. You're holding her back. Get up.
And scene. That's the thing they don't see. The performance doesn't end when I get home. It just changes. I take my shoes off, not because they're uncomfortable, but because I can't lift my feet anymore. I lower myself onto the bed, not gracefully, carefully. Like sitting down might be the thing that finally breaks me.
Was it worth it?
My legs are shaking. My hands hurt. My head's pounding. My body's collecting the bill for pretending it was fine. Because every smile costs something. Every conversation, every walk, every I'm okay.
You overdid it.
Did I? Or did I just try to have a normal day? This is the bit that nobody applauds. The recovery. The lying perfectly still, because even turning over costs too much.
You should have just stayed home.
Maybe. But then tomorrow, I'll be thinking I'm missing another day. And which version wins? The one that goes out? Or the one that stays home and misses out and pays for the pain? Eventually you stop asking what caused this flare. Because usually the answer is just living.
What's your name?
Tom Wood,
And your date of birth?
the 28th of December 2000.
How can I help you today?
Well, I'm tired, I've not been sleeping great, I'm in pain.
So if I'm right, you're feeling tired and you are in pain?
Yeah, but it's not just that, it's more than that. It's been constant now. I'm like not sleeping great, it's back pain, I need the toilet all the time.
How long has this been happening?
Years?
Describe the pain.
Which pain? The headache, the shoulder pain, the IBS, the memorizing where every single public toilet is, or the pain of having to explain it again, again, and again, and again.
On a scale of 1 to 10.
Well, that's an impossible question because the answer changes whilst you're asking it.
Have you tried improving your sleep?
Sleep. Well, I had 3 hours last night, 3 this morning, 4 cups of coffee, a mango monster, and I'm still tired. Does that count?
Any anxiety recently?
Recently, I was collecting explanations for everything. Stress, burnout, vitamin deficiency, blood tests, ECG scan, normal. Another test, waiting rooms, appointments, everything normal. And I'm still in pain.
Any improvement?
Well, I've been trying to do yoga, but
Still fatigued? Still in pain?
if you let me answer, I'm better at pretending.
You're too young to be in this much pain.
Too young. Funny, I didn't realise pain checked ID before it entered the body.
It could be fibromyalgia. It's chronic, incurable. Try lifestyle management. Adjust your diet.
Fibromyalgia. Eventually, someone says it. Fibromyalgia. A word that sounds less like a diagnosis and more like a postcode. Management. I hate that word because, well, management suggests I've got control, like I'm scheduling this in a calendar, but living with chronic pain means there are days where I have no control at all. Studies say people with fibromyalgia often wait years for diagnosis. Years. And I believe that, because eventually you stop attending the appointments to get an answer. You start attending just to prove you're still trying.
You don't look disabled.
Interesting. You've been watching me this whole time. What do you think? I've been gathering all this evidence, trying to fit together my life, thinking, well, maybe this will be an answer. Maybe this will help me look disabled, but does it? Who knows? And then the doctor just says, management plan. Funny. Seems like our management plan would just help me survive. Let's see. Apparently, the way to survival is just a prescription. Step 1. Get 8 hours of sleep. 8 hours! Well, 4 if I'm lucky, scattered across the night, broken into little pieces. Because, well, sleep is supposed to be continuous, but for my body, it's always like it forgot that. Step 2, drink plenty of water. I do. As you can see from the state of my room, there's bottles of water everywhere. Drink, repeat. Drink, repeat. Need the toilet every 20 minutes and still somehow dehydrated. Or I reach for a mango monster because well, that's my favourite one. But apparently, caffeine isn't medicine, but some days it's the only thing that's keeping me awake. Step 3, count your spoons. The spoon theory. The spoon theory. Well, it's a thing that activists are using. It's a creative way to explain to healthy people what it's like living with a chronic illness. Chronically ill patients like me, spoonies, often have limited energy, represented by spoons. Doing too much one day can leave you short of spoons the next day. Spoons can be depleted if you didn't sleep well, forgot to take your meds, or skipped a meal. If you only had 12 spoons a day, how would you spend them? Well, let's see how many spoons I've got. Tablespoon, teaspoon, A plastic one from a takeaway I had last night? Is that enough to shower? Maybe. Enough to go to work? Enough to be me? Enough to be a boyfriend? A son? Well, we'll find out. What's next on this prescription then? Step 4. Pace yourself. Plan your energy. Well, I've got a 6-hour shift. That means 6 hours standing, serving customers, smiling, bending, hands moving, joints grinding, and then another half an hour on the bus ride home. If I'm lucky enough, I'll get a seat. If not, I stand using tomorrow's energy to survive today. Step 5. Take your medication. I do. Every night, 9 o'clock exactly. It's meant to help me, but, well, the symptoms, side effects. Look how long this list is. Common side effects: headache, feeling sleepy, feeling sick, lack of appetite, trouble sleeping, less sex drive, anxiety, difficulty or failure to experience orgasm. Great, just what a teenage boy needs. It's a medication that's meant to help me cope, that gives me more to cope with. Step 6, repeat. Every morning, every afternoon, every evening, every night for the rest of your life. People call it a prescription, a management plan. I call it survival, as if my body skips one more step and, well, I'm then stuck in this relapse of being in pain constantly. Tomorrow morning I'll wake up and I'll wonder which step my body decided to skip today.
Roger, do not just have pain. They have
3 things the NHS recommend might help with fibromyalgia.
What a fibro flare looks like. So much pain. This is the base of a fibro flare.
I don't think we'll experience
Fibromyalgia is worse than pain.
UK government announced new rules on personal interventions made it. And honestly, they're going to make people's lives harder with these invisible conditions. Right now, you qualify for PIP if you can score 8 points across multiple daily tasks. But from 2026, you'll need to score at least 4 points on just one, not across all of them. So what does this really mean? If your symptoms are varied, like pain one day, fatigue the next, brain fog the next, you could end up losing the daily living part of your PIP. And we're potentially looking at losing £4,500 a year. That's a massive chunk, especially if you're just struggling to get through the day as it is. So if you're living with fibro, how worried are you about these changes?
How worried am I? Well, I've spent years trying to learn how to describe exhaustion in ways that scores points. How to plan my energy in ways that, well, is evident and answers questions on a form. And then they start asking me the questions.
Can you walk unaided?
Can I walk unaided? Depends who's watching, because unaided changes meaning the moment someone stops and starts observing it. If I'm alone, I adapt. If I'm here, well, it becomes evidence.
How far can you walk?
Can I walk 20 meters? Yes, once. And, well, you watch all of that once like it changes everything before and after it. Like I'm a machine you only test when it's already overheating. But you don't want once. You want repeatable, consistent, provable. So which answer are you scoring? The one that gets me home or the one that gets me denied? Because disabled people learn quickly. You're not describing your life, you're defending it. Too capable, not eligible. Too limited, not credible. Too composed, not distressed enough. Too distressed, not reliable. Too young, suspicious. Too still, functional. Too tired, manageable. There's no correct version of struggling, only acceptable ones. That's the part no one explains. You think diagnosis is clarity. Like once it has a name for it, everything becomes efficient, contained. But it isn't clarity, it's paperwork grief. Because suddenly your entire existence depends on paperwork and evidence in a room like this.
You don't look disabled.
I know! I've been told that more times than my own diagnosis. You say it like it's neutral, like it's observational, like it doesn't change the score, because apparently disability has a look. Apparently pain has a visual standard that you're all trained to recognise. So I start thinking, maybe I should perform it better. Maybe I should limp more convincingly. Maybe I should hesitate at every step. Maybe I should let my body speak louder than my words. Maybe I should become easier to grade.
Maintains eye contact. Appears composed. No visible distress. Ambulates independently. Answering appropriately. Presentation inconsistent with reported severity.
And that's it, isn't it? You're not watching me, you're documenting me. Even silence becomes data if I hold it too long. Invisible illness doesn't fail loudly. It fails quietly in the gaps between symptoms that you don't believe, because belief is conditional here. It only activates when suffering behaves correctly, and well, mine doesn't behave. Mine disappears under pressure, then returns when I'm alone on a bathroom floor at 3 a.m, trying not to move because even movement costs too much proof. And even then, there's still a part of me judging myself. Was that convincing enough? Was that disabled enough? Was that real enough? Because eventually, you stop needing assessors in the room. You become one.
Prove it. Prove it. Prove it.
How do you prove pain that doesn't stay still long enough to be measured? How do you quantify exhaustion when it changes depending on who is watching? And how do you translate a nervous system that never switches off into something that fits inside a form? And how do you explain that the worst part isn't living with it, it's performing it correctly so you're allowed to keep living at all? Sometimes I wonder which version of me you're all scoring. Because I can feel it now, even in the quiet. You're still deciding.
You look fine.
Explain it.
I can hear my heart beating
Convincing.
in my
You don't
head.
need him. Try again.
Stop!
Try harder. You're exaggerating. You're fine.
I
You're
just-
not fine enough.
I just need,
No.
I need,
Evidence.
I need,
Unreliable. Still
Just-
not believable.
just believe me.
Too sensitive. Too
Please.
slow. Too tired. Not tired enough. Push through it.
I'm just-
Stop complaining. Prove it.
Please.
Prove it.
Just let me-
Prove it.
Let me
Perform.
sleep.
Perform. Perform. Move. Rest. Move.
I-
Rest. Move.
I
Rest.
can't. Fibromyalgia does something strange to the nervous system. Because, for me, why does that sound? You hear it? That humming noise? For me, that sounds like breaking in my bones. I used to go out more. There we are.
You used to go out more. You used to write more. You used to be fun. You're not who you are.
I know. It's strange what fibromyalgia and disability does to my body. I start wondering, wow, who am I now? If I have to carry on living whilst proving that I have even got a disability. How do I carry on being who I was before? Who am I now? The one who pretends? The one that's hurt? The one that explains? The one that's tired of explaining? I just think maybe I'm the space between who I was and who I'm expected to be to make this illness believable. The sad thing is, this performance never ends. It just continues. There's no ending to this, no final breakthrough, no miracle sleep, just recovery and mornings. No version of me waking up healed and finally credible. Mornings and more mornings. Some easier, some unbearable, most somewhere in between. And well, tomorrow I'll probably do what I always do. I'll wake up, check the pain, take the medication, wonder which step my body decided to skip today, leave the house, answer how are you with, yeah, I'm good, because that's what works. That's what gets you through. That's what people understand functioning. Not wellness, not recovery, just continuation.
Still you. Not you anymore. Prove it. Perform it. Hide it. Show it.
I think I've been performing myself for too long now. Maybe I'll just try and get to sleep. Maybe if I stop performing, my body will let me sleep. Maybe if I stay still enough, quiet enough, I can disappear into it.